Hello, welcome back to Skyrim. So last time we reforged the Galder amulet, and right now we're at the College of Winterhold because I decided to put it in the safe. So I recalled to my Archmage's quarters and put it away. So today, Morrus has a bit of a different idea for something that he wants to do, because his to-do list is getting fairly short, and he's just thinking about the things that he has to do. And one of the things that came to his mind is the fact that the Dark Brotherhood has been pursuing him for a while. And so he wants to...
It must have been beautiful back in its day. I wish I'd been around to see it.
He wants to see if there's some way that he can stop that, so he doesn't have to worry about an assassin plunging a dagger into his throat while he's while he's not paying attention. One lead he has to finding the Dark Brotherhood is a boy called Aventus Aretino. He's heard some guards talking about the fact that he's trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood. So perhaps by talking to the kid and maybe being a little bit persuasive, we can learn a little bit more about how we could perhaps find them. And then, quote-unquote, convince them to stop pursuing us.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire.
Don't mind me just checking my inventory for some things, and yes, I do have some things. You'll see what I mean later. But for now, Aventus was located in Windhelm, so let's go and have a word.
Where would you like to go?
To Windhelm, please.
Farewell.
Now, unfortunately, Lucian is still tagging along with us, so again, not a problem with his mod in particular, he just doesn't really vibe with this playthrough. I am looking for a narrative point in which to drop him off, and I was originally thinking with his quest that it'll eventually take you to a certain ruin, and then there's a moment where you temporarily part ways with him. I was going to just leave him forever, but I'm thinking of another solution to that, so I might actually leave him behind sooner than that, actually very soon. Some of you might have some idea of what my solution is, just based on the direction that I'm taking at the moment. But for those of you who don't know yet, you'll just have to see. Some pretty nasty weather here in Windhelm at the moment. Yeah, let's look around, see if we can find this Aventus Aretino.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood.
Always with your nonsense. Of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it.
A snowflake.
Somebody killed.
I'm
I
not a
won't deny
snowflake.
it, child. What you heard is true. Aventus Aretino walks the dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
You're the only friend he needs, huh? I don't really like the way you said that, although I can't really blame you for telling him to stay away from the kid doing the Black Sacrament. How fortuitous that we would actually run into this place as we're looking for him. The player, of course, did that on purpose.
Must you push like that?
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Die, Growlod, die! Growlod, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that.
It's quite the setup he has going on here.
Please, how long must... You've come at last! I knew you would!
Are you alright?
It worked! I knew you'd come, I just knew it!
He was
I
using a
did the Black
mace.
Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
Yes, of course, the Black Sacrament.
It took so long, so very long, but now that you're here, you can accept my contract.
What's this contract, then?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften. Honor Hall. The head mistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind. But she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind.
Interesting.
Sorry. To I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Yeah, I'll go and have a look. I mean, the Dark Brotherhood are already trying to kill us. Us stealing their work isn't going to put us into any more danger because they're already after us. It might just be enough to grab their attention, though, and perhaps force a conversation. So yeah, let's actually go to Riften this time. I'm not going to take the carriage because I didn't actually go last episode like I was planning.
The weather or the people?
So we're going to go on foot. We can take the carriage back, however. Unless we have a teleport scroll to Windhelm. We do not, so I can't teleport back. Yes, that was a rather fortuitous turn of events. I guess it's a good thing that the boy mistook me for a Dark Brotherhood assassin. Now, I don't know this Grelod that he's sending us to kill. So, I mean, if she doesn't end up being as terrible as he's saying, then perhaps we find some other way to contact them, because murdering an old lady in an orphanage... Morrus is not the nicest person, but that doesn't exactly sit well, that concept of, you know, murdering the one caretaker of orphans, and he doesn't know Grelod, of course, so that decision will be made once we get to Riften. But yeah, that still doesn't sit perfectly well with him until he knows more. But he does claim that she is pretty awful, and that's why we're looking rather than immediately making the decision, no, we're not going to do it. We're going to look. We're going to assess the situation and then decide where to go from there. Don't know why I decided that the fox needed to die, but you need to die, apparently. We've still not triggered the main quest, by the way, if you're wondering, so there are no dragons around here.
Don't care. Leave me alone. I don't have time for this foolishness. Now come along quietly, and we won't have to get lost. Brother, I think it's done.
Sabercat. Let's actually try out... Oh, it died. I was going to try out Paralyzed, but it died. Maybe on the next enemy we encounter, we can paralyze them and then just kill them with our spells. Floating potion. Okay, we have a locked chest here. That's interesting. I don't actually remember if Paralyzed works on giants. One way to find out. Yep, it does. Sinber. I believe that was also the name of a giant of importance that was mentioned a lot in ESO, but it's been a long time since I've played ESO, let alone the story. Giant was a bit of a toughie. Must have had some high resistances to magic. Oh, and there's Tausgar again. We encountered him in the Reach, being attacked by some bandits, and we saved him. I was gonna throw that rat, but Wild Magic had a different idea. Task failed successfully. Who's not so tough? Are we in combat? Not that I can see. There's a bear up ahead, though. You know, I'm surprised we didn't actually discover Steam Crag Camp last time we were through here, because we did go to Maleficus for the College of Winterhold quest line. And we did take this road. I don't know, maybe at the time Morrus was too puny to deal with giants, so I steered clear. That's probably why we didn't discover it. You might notice that on occasion, by the way, when I'm trying to switch to Paralyze, I might accidentally switch to Gravitational Slam. It's because I have to do a little bit of finger twister to get my fingers all the way to the 8 hotkey. 7 is about as far as like I comfortably go while I'm moving. 8 is I have to lean my arm a bit further to actually reach it. So yeah, I occasionally miss and I'll press 7 by mistake. We have a little cave here. Wonder what's inside. Might as well make a little bit of a detour, because why not? Morrus definitely likes exploring these days, because he feels like he's competent enough to handle most of the things that we actually encounter. You can really see how much of a difference that speed bonus makes when we made it into the cave. And that was some natural gas that we just blew up. What were you on about, Lucian? I thought you were talking more. Do we have Ebony Flesh going? Now we certainly do. Ow, I thought we would have detonated all the gas. Car. Interesting name. Tripwire. Finn's loot. Vardenfell glass armor. Oh. I think that's Lucian setting off the trap. It's not quite as ugly with the immersive armor retexture installed. That immersive armor retexture is such a good mod. I forget what exactly it's called, otherwise I would give it a bit more credit. But yeah, one of my biggest problems with immersive armors up until now is the fact that a lot of the textures were very outdated and kind of ugly. But there has been a very nice retexture mod somewhat recently created and released. I think it's like maybe a year old, maybe. But it makes all the armors look so much nicer. Oops, sorry, Lucian. You got paralyzed. And what am I being shot with? Was that a fear or frenzy effect I was just under? That's the first time I've seen an NPC do that. Whoops, sorry, Burgut. An NPC do that to me. Wait. Ruin's Edge. So just Anniversary Edition plunked this item on a random bandit in a cave. Fair enough. I mean, it's better than what they did to the Divine Crusader armor, which they put on a random corpse in a bandit camp. It's more feasible to me that a random bandit would have their hands on Ruin's Edge than just, oh look, a corpse, there's the Divine Crusader. Bliss bug in a jar. Interesting. We have a point that we can climb right here. Although I know that there's a much bigger ruin that connects to this cave, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just say Morrus didn't think about climbing the waterfall. He simply missed it. Wait, was there an enchanting table in here? Because I feel like I might have picked up something that I could disenchant. There was an alchemy lab, not an enchanting table. My bad. Continuing to Riften then. That was a good stretch that I just did. Not that you guys could see it. You might have even heard some of my bones popping there.
Terribly.
Terribly what, Lucian? There's a bear. Yeah, let's throw the bear, why not? Look guys, it's a drop bear. Did it die? Are we still in, we're still in combat. I think it might have survived that. And the warrior's flame is still going a bit crazy. Alright, well, continuing on to Riften, just leaving the bear behind. You know, I'm actually a bit surprised we've never been to Riften proper. We've come very close. I'm pretty sure that we've dealt with the fort that's like right across from Shore Stone. I was gonna check my map, but I hear another bear. Over there. Nope, that's a fox that I locked onto. Ah, there's the bear. I was trying not to hit Lucian there. Right, the map. I was going to check that. Oh no, I guess we haven't been to the fort. I thought we had been. Maybe I was thinking of a personal playthrough. Some wolves. In fact, because wolves are weak enough, they will take some decent damage from this, even though they're not undead. I just felt like killing them with one spell. The bigger area of effect. Yeah, currently, Purifying Blast will deal 31 damage to non-undead targets, so wolves are weak enough for that. I think these are bandits. Right? Yep. Try not to hit Lucian. Hagrid the Accursed. Hagrid, what'd they do to you? Ah, there's a Sky Shard. Let's absorb it up. Speaking of Sky Shards, I actually did spend one of the Sky Shard perk points I had on Kinship here. I totally forgot that this was a little tree in Ordinator. Because I was thinking it was part of like this stuff, which the shout stuff I'm not getting yet because we don't have shouts. So it doesn't make sense that we would be perfecting our ability to shout before we get the ability to shout. Besides, I probably won't spend Sky Shard perks on those because those have a more direct impact on gameplay. Again, just one of those personal rules that I impose on myself. We have some bandits here. Yeah, you definitely heard something. That loud explosion sound. Anybody else? Yep. Nice kill cam. Gosh, Morrus is becoming pretty good at combat. Long have passed since the days of the squish. I worded that incredibly strangely, but, well, I'm me. That's to be expected by now. We're probably going to lose his loot, but it's satisfying. Bye! Yeah, he's dead. Very, very dead. Oh, master lock. We actually can't get that open. I was thinking it was going to be an expert lock or something, and we would be able to, because our alteration has passed level 75 at this point. Ah, no wonder I'm starting to get a bit hungry. It's 10:50. Lunchtimes are normally at 11 for me, which I know is probably rather weird for some of you. I tend to wake up early and then I don't eat breakfast, so I get hungry earlier in the day. Wow. Here I was just talking about long has it been since the days of the squish, and I just get one tapped. I'm blaming my allies for that because I very much got stuck on them. Elven War Axe of Fury. Also, that gold was enough to over-encumber us. Yeah, she was strong. She just one-tapped us. And without our mage armor, we have like 250 health. Albeit no armor rating without it, but still. She did a huge amount of damage to us. Actually, before we continue on to Riften, why don't we just pay a little visit to Shore Stone, see if they maybe have a blacksmith that we could do some selling to. And there's one of the guys we threw. Here's another guy we threw. That is something that I find intensely amusing whenever I use Gravitational Slam. You end up finding the corpses of your enemies in the weirdest places. I think we're actually fairly close at this point to being able to get at expert level destruction spells. Also, just because I know he's going to want to pick a fight.
Well, look what we have here.
Are you looking for a fight?
Yes.
Look, you don't frighten me. Just all you're doing is being insufferable. You should leave.
Okay, okay. You've talked me into it. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
And he just disappears. Anniversary edition. We'll be in touch. Right. Is there a blacksmith around here? I see a forge. Maybe he's inside. Let's see if he's still open for business today, I guess. Filnyar. There you are.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
We'll just pretend he did his normal greeting of, hope you're not looking for work in the mine. What's wrong with the mine?
Sure, it's full of spiders. That's what's wrong with it. Almost killed Grogmar and me when they showed up. I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Then we're in even bigger trouble.
Don't mind me, I was just stretching again. The town guards can't help you?
Yeah, they're as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon. Gave me some sort of line about keeping an eye out for enemy soldiers. What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots.
I could clear him out for you.
Tell you what, keep to your word, and I'll line your pockets with as much as I can scrape up.
All right.
I don't want to be responsible.
You're not going to be responsible for my death. Spiders
Nasty. Buggers aren't.
aren't a big problem. Also, I'm just going to select him in console in case he locks up for the night by the time we're done, and I can just pull him outside. We can say that Morrus knocks on the door if that's the case. Is that all of them? Yep. Nice. Just harvest some of the venom because it's lightweight and worth a bit of gold. We don't really need iron, so no point in pilfering this mine. Right.
careful.
Should probably select the quest so I can see where you are. Yep, you have locked up for the night. Let's just try going in. And if he tells us to get out, we'll say that we knocked instead of using our spell. Why can't I? Okay, there we go. For whatever reason, I couldn't put my hands down.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah, let's just pretend we knocked. He came out to answer. I don't feel like coming back here another day.
The spiders put you through the ringer?
No, I put them through the ringer. I've cleared the mine.
Gone? Every one of them? Why, that's incredible. Finally, we can reopen the mine and put Shore's stone back on the map. Here, please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude.
Not a bad payout.
Don't kid yourself. Stone runs.
I guess that was rather important for them, considering that the mine is kind of their main source of income here, and it was useless, so it warrants a good payout. Yeah, that's going to be where I end off this episode today. I'm apparently struggling with saying an outro lately. The last two episodes I fucked it up. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.